For Gellibrand, the question is that the amendment be agreed to, and I call the member for Bass.
Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker. And I hope I'm not disappointing the previous speaker by not conforming to his conspiracy theory. I love the ABC, and although I'm now an elected member in this place, I'm foremost, like all of those who I represent in my electorate of Bass, a community member in a regional area, and I understand the crucial role that the ABC plays in informing and entertaining regional and rural communities. Tasmania is a unique and diverse landscape, and even more so is the northern region of the state. What may be popular public opinion or viewed as important in our larger cities, including in our own capital of Hobart, may not necessarily represent the views or the state of current affairs for those in rural and regional areas. It is for this reason that local media outlets, particularly the ABC, have a critical function in connecting communities and building social cohesion through telling the stories that matter to these quieter parts of Australia. The ABC most certainly fulfil a need that metropolitan media cannot. In the electorate of Bass, the journalists and producers at Radio ABC Northern Tasmania cover areas from Bridport to Cape Grim, Launceston to Georgetown, to Scottsdale and Beaconsfield and beyond. They have an incredibly talented and dedicated team that are trusted community members, including Belinda King on The Breakfast Show. Belinda has been at the helm for a number of years now, covering the issues that matter most to northern Tasmania. More than a voice that so many of us wake up to or listen to in the mornings as we make our coffee or start up the tractor or commute into work, Belinda is a well-known and much-loved figure in the community and is deeply involved in our fantastic theatre scene as a co-founder and board member of Encore Theatre Company, which I'll hopefully have the chance to talk about later this evening, where she not only produces a range of incredible musical theatre productions but directs as well. She is embedded in and connected to the community. Needless to say, in a rural and regional area like northern Tasmania, the regular ABC radio program, The Country Hour, also does a wonderful job in representing the issues that matter to so many on the land, covering rural news and events across Tasmania and the nation. Over the last few weeks, the program has covered livestock sales in Tasmania, farmers looking to diversify their businesses, educating farmers on how to look after their soil, and the ups and downs of the wool market. As part of a farming family growing beef and sheep in northern Tasmania, I can attest to just how vital this program is, both as an information resource, but critically as a way of feeling connected in what can be a lonely and isolated profession. ABC Breakfast and The Country Hour not only give their listeners informative and entertaining content, but are also building a regional identity, which is part of what this amendment is all about. Of course, although the program is statewide, it would be remiss of me not to mention the renowned Mornings program with Leon Compton. You haven't quite earned your stripes as a politician, either federally or in state or indeed local government, if you haven't had a chat to Leon. The ABC play an integral role in the community beyond being a news source and have long been a strong component of the multi-layered fabric that is the northern Tasmanian community. The ABC Giving Tree Appeal is another such example. The appeal is Tasmania's biggest Christmas charity, raising money and gifts to donate to disadvantaged and vulnerable people around the state throughout the holiday season. Since its establishment in 1988, the Giving Tree Appeal has become a tradition amongst families and communities alike. With up to $100,000 raised each year, the appeal plays an important role in assisting the most disadvantaged in the community during the Christmas season. For rural and regional communities, the role of the ABC extends far beyond light entertainment. The ABC fulfils an incredibly important job in representing regional and rural Australia, and it may be surprising to many Australians that the ABC does not already have a rural and regional charter obligation. This amendment to the Australian Broadcasting Corporation Act 1983 will ensure that regional Australia is represented, not only in the ABC Charter, but through representation on the ABC Board and through the establishment of a Regional Advisory Council. I am pleased that these amendments will also ensure that the ABC has an even greater focus on and regard for the needs of rural and regional communities, which can only have a positive effect on so many communities, including the northern Tasmanian community, of which I so proudly represent. Thank you, Speaker.